Hello again, friends and loyal Wolfpack members. Chaos Wolf here, and welcome to Master of Orion. Now, what is Master of Orion? Well, as you can tell, it's a space game. And it's made by WG Labs, otherwise known as Wargaiming. So, those guys who made World of Tanks. And apparently the CEO, I think it's Victor Kisling, I think his name is a massive fan of the original Master of Orion. So as soon as the intellectual property was available to be bought, he snapped it up just like that. Now, how can we best describe Master of Orion? I've heard it described as civilization in space. And I'll be honest, I can't really think of a better way of describing it. Apparently we have a single and a multiplayer option. I've never tried the multiplayer yet. I will at some point, just not yet. So let's have a look at the single player. I'm going to have to start a new game because one of the reasons why I didn't have a video up a few days ago is because of this game. Okay, so let's have a look at the single player. I'm going to have to go and start a new game because I accidentally went and completed the game whilst playing it last time through. How did I go and accidentally complete the game? Well, we'll find out in a bit. First of all, let's go and have a look at the races we can have. Now, I have had to go and turn off the voiceovers because when you normally come in here, it will actually read this out to you. And it can get terribly distracting when you're trying to make a video. So to start off with, we've got you choose your race. You've got the Alcadi, they're pretty much bird people. You've got artifact, you get special bonuses for each of the different ones, each of the different races, and a few negative side effects perhaps as well. And then the Terran, here we go. You pretty much got the Wrath of Khan. The Wargaming obviously changed it enough not to get sued, but that's pretty much the gist of it. Now, what I am going to go and do is I am going to go and start with the humans, because I've been trying to get to grips with the humans, and I like the look of the humans the most. I actually managed to complete the game thus far with the Meklar, because they get massive production bonuses, so they are able to build a lot faster. But I'm going to go and try using the humans ever since I've got a bit more of a hang of doing diplomacy. So we're going to go and give that a go. The next thing we need to do is we need to choose what our galaxy is going to be like, pretty much. You can choose how many AI opponents you have to a maximum of 5, and then you can choose which of the opponents you end up fighting against. So, okay, so let's go and hit the start button.
The Human Republic. Fulfilling a dream once thought impossible, all of mankind has come together as a single world of traders and diplomats, explorers and scientists, pressing toward the final frontier. Venturing forth from their blue planet Earth, they now seek to explore space, discover ancient civilizations, and coexist peacefully with their neighbors from a position of strength and solidarity.
Yes, pushing on to the final frontier.
Welcome, President. I am Victoria, your personal advisor. It is my job to help you manage our people's needs and keep you updated on what's happening on the furthest reaches of our dominion.
Yep, that's fine. Thank you, Victoria. So, we start off with our little starter fleet. And what this is we have a couple of scouts and a frigate. A frigate is the basic of, well, one of the most basic of the combat ships. The scouts are, as the name implies, just scouts. You can select individual ships from here and then can tell them what to do. You can either control them manually, or as with the scouts, you can pretty much just set them to auto-explore. So let's do that. So what have we discovered? We've discovered a gas giant, Sol 2. Okay. So this is for the Sol system, which makes sense because that's what it's named in Elite Dangerous and pretty much what the name of our system actually is. And that leaves us as well with the frigate. Now what I'm thinking of doing is sending the frigate off to look for something else. Either that or just a guard. So let's do that for the moment. Let's set that to God.
Our scientists are eager to start. What should we focus on?
And then we need to go and choose our research. What indeed? I'm thinking of starting with economics, just so that we can get some credit bonuses going, and that is always nice to have.
Excuse me.
So we'll start with that, and then move on from there. So, yep, that's fine. And this is a turn-based thing as well. So it's kind of similar to many turn-based things. We've got to hit the next thing, and then every other race has their go. And look at that, we've just got another colony. Well, not another, but we've just got our first colony ship. What this allows us to do, obviously, is to colonize other planets. But we're not going to do anything with that colony ship just yet, because we don't have any planets we can go and... well, we've got no planets we can go and colonize, because we can't colonize gas giants yet. So, yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's click the move button to get everybody to move. You're supposed to be moving. No, I don't want you going there. I want you coming this way. So, okay. And now what we've got to do is go into choose production. Because there's lots of different stages of what we can do. We can manually move around our population to specialise in specific things. We can specialise in research, which will reduce our research time. We can specialise in farming, which will reduce the amount of time before we get a population increase, or production, so building things takes less time. So that's always nice. So let's have a look. Now, what can we build? We can build space factories, which are things to build like... And gas... We can build things in gas giants, asteroid belts is what I should say. And space stations and so on. So that's always nice to have. And what you can see at the bottom is how many turns it's going to take to make that particular number of things. So, scared of her. And you can see here we've also got command cost points. And what that is up here, is we're currently using 4 out of 15 command points. And that basically tells us how many ships we can have in our fleet at any one time. Different ships take different amount of command points, so yeah. These are credits, or they're basically just credits, and this allows us to build things faster and use for trade in between other races, so that's nice. Research just allows us to research things faster or so on. So what are we going to build first? I think what I'm going to go and do is I'm going to go and build ourselves another colony ship. Now, every time you build a colony ship, it will reduce your population by 1. So, you can only build so many, which is why you want to get your population growing as much as you can. Ooh, what's this? We seem to have discovered another race.
I am the Emperor of the Bulrathi. If you wish to keep your flea-bitten pelt on your back, you'll give my kindred a wide berth.
Yeah, he's not too happy about things. The last time playing through this, I managed to absolutely terrify the entire galaxy. Everybody was scared of me, apart from the Bulrathi. They really didn't care. What we got here? We discovered a pair of planets. Ooh, we got one here that is medium size. It's radiated though, so the biome is not great. It's not the most... It's going to be a bit more awkward growing the population here. What's this one? Another one that's radiated. It seems like everything in here is radiated. I mean, what is the star here? A blue-white star. It's very difficult to find habitable planets around them. Their planets are mineral rich though. What's this one here? White stars. Young stars, but are barely able to support life. Okay. So, let's move you over here and have a look at this one. And that's just a gas giant. And we cannot go and colonize this one, because you can see it just says biome gas giant. It means we can't do it, at least not yet. We need to unlock some technology in order to go and do this. So, let's go and move down here. See if there's anything interesting here. A toxic. So we've got the choice between radiated and toxic. This is not going great already, is it? Ooh, we found an anomaly. Near Vega. Let's have a look. Alright, okay, so we found a galactic anomaly. So what we'll do is we're going to redirect our scout over this way. So we found Ursa. That is the home of the Bulrathi. You can tell because it's red. Sol is blue, so that's the humans. So basically all the different species have their own different colours. And let's get back in. So now what we want to do is we want to go and colonise. So let's go and do that. So there we go, I've landed on another planet. And what we can do is we can start building here, but the first thing I always like to build is a government support facility. Not only does this make the population happier, so basically the happier the population, the more tax you can levy upon them before they start going on strike. So that's always nice to build. And a starbase is always another nice thing to have as well, because what this does is it gives us +5 command points. So every planet that we have with a starbase gives us more command points. That's more ships that we can have in our fleet. So it's always nice to expand. And it'll take 15 turns to make that.
Arriving at the anomaly, your fleet spots an abandoned container filled with rare minerals floating unguarded in open space. You tell yourself some smuggler on the run must have jettisoned their cargo. Nobody is around to claim it, so you add it to your treasury without a second thought.
So that's nice. So that's more credits. That's going to give us more things that we can do with it.
Pardon me, President.
Ooh, what's this? Oh, that's in the star system we found. Ooh, uh-oh. There's a space squid there. We don't really want to spend much time there, because these things are very, very deadly. So let's jump ahead a little bit. After I've built up my fleet a little bit. So there's the space squid, and here come my destroyers. So we're just firing at the squid. I did love the cinematics on this. Although I do find it amusing that some of the ships will just strafe around. But there we go, there's a victory. So we did end up losing a ship, but we took down the space squid. So I think that's a fair trade. We have a little bit of information about how the fight went, and there goes little Squiddy Bum. But you'd think that taking out a big foe like that would give us a nice little planet. No, not really. But just over in the next system is where the pirates were coming from. So let's go and attack the pirate hideout. So we'll drop a bomb, and that has pretty much gone and decimated the pirate colony.
Your crew descends to investigate the remains of the pirate enclave. The destruction is near total, but a constant thumping can be heard under a pile of rubble. Further investigation reveals an underground dungeon where the pirates kept an astounding number of slaves. You rescue them and offer them asylum in your closest habitable colony.
Oh, aren't we just so charitable?
If I may have a moment.
Okay, well, it turns out one of our colonies is getting polluted. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and start up pollution cleanup. And after that, what we're going to do is we're going to go and buy, spending credits on that space station. Because what that's going to do is that's going to make the space station turn up the next turn. So as soon as we get the space station, there we go, we've just got it. We've got an increase in command capital. And now the pollution is being taken care of on the planet. So let's just put that to auto build as well.
Just a minute
and look at this.
President.
We now get some new tech. But this is one of those times where you have to choose between what tech you want. Do I want more research or more
Our scientists
production?
have made a new discovery.
So I decided to go for more production, because that'll help me to build more spaceships. And as you can see, I'm already working on my next bit of research, because I've already started to work towards the this one here. Now the reason I need this is so I can get past the places I couldn't get past previously, the unstable warp points. And here we go, we have another battle here. Now this one was not quite so much of a victory. Now what you can get to do is you can choose your formations, and each of these formations will give you a buff, and basically your fleet will act slightly differently. So I'm going to go for this one, try and get a little bit more defense here, and then I'm just going to allow this to play out. The problem is though, as I am horrendously outnumbered, I do have the more advanced ships, but that basically they are just focusing me down one ship at a time, it seems, almost. Let's speed this up a little bit. Now, as you can see, I'm not really doing that much to them, and they are just working my ships over, just through sheer weight of numbers. And there we go, I just had my ass royally handed to me. So that's not great. I was worried that I would not be able to come back from this one. But I went and built a new fleet. And I came back and then started working over, taking my frustrations out on other races.
We were promised the horizon by the will of Skriak, and now to fall from such heights.
Yep, I have just decimated the Elkari. So now they're not going to be a player on the galactic stage any longer. And after turning everything around, I'm now going and landing and colonizing new, really nice looking planets. This is actually their homeworld. So I colonized Skriak, so that's not great. And shortly after that, building my forces up even more, you can see how many ships I've got there. Decided to take on the Guardian of Orion. Whoa, look at that. I've even got my Titan, which is the biggest ship I could make at this point. I think there's only one ship larger than that, which is the Doomstar. Or the Doom, whatever it's called, the Doom Planet, Doom something or other. But this game's currently not without its bugs. I'm having a little bit of an issue trying to select my entire fleet. I'm setting them to, I'm going to set them to the standard move faster kind of thing, because we've got that much of an advantage over it. So do I want to change? Yeah, let's change to a defensive. That is the Guardian of Orion. Now, at the moment, everything we're doing is just bouncing off its shields. Well, there we go. We've taken its shields down. We're doing a lot of hull damage now. And it's doing a lot of hull damage to us as well. But that was a victory. Now, as we have access to Orion, that's going to be giving us some nice little benefits. So as you can see, we've now defeated the Guardian of Orion, and we've found a lot of ancient technology and ancient ruins on Orion. Now just using this is going to give us a massive boost technologically speaking. And just basically just beating that Guardian gives us all these things here.
Have made a new discovery.
We get Zetronium armor, Doom, Death Rays, and so on. and we get to go and upgrade our existing fleet.
Just a minute of your...
And now what I'll go and do is I will set my fleet to guard here and then go and colonize. So colonizing, I'm going to put my standard sweep of things. I'm going to go put my government building, my revenue building, the cloning center even, and which one is the next one? There we go, the biospheres. That is my standard sweep of things to go and get put down first.
I'll rip that craven hide of yours to tatters!
Yeah, he's not very happy because we went and promised that we weren't going to go and settle anywhere near his domain, and yet we did. And he's now so annoyed with me, he's not going to go and talk to me despite being my best friend originally. And this is what I mean. This game is certainly not without its bugs. I went on for another 20 or 30 turns, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the humans were victorious. So it seemed like the other races just atrophied off. And this is what I mean by accidentally beating the game. I mean, previously, I got the other races to vote for me in the council meetings. And that's how I went and won, but I didn't realise that's how I actually went and completed it. But I'm going to have to give this a go again because I really want to get the Doomstar. But there's not a lot else I can do, and as soon as I click OK, it takes me back to the main menu, and that's it. But it is a nice little game, and I'm looking forward to playing it again. But anyway guys, that's enough for this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. What do you think of Master of Orion? Is it something of interest to you? Is it not? Let me know in the comments down below. But anyway guys, I've been Commander Chaos Wolf, you guys have been epic, I will see you soon. And until then Commanders, keep flying and stay shining.